Alright, I'm here by the Whanganui River and I have no idea, I was just driving and I found this walk here. Let me just get up to it. It is the Atene Skyline Track. Reckons it takes about 8 hours. But the river's beautiful. I camped out, not down here, about 20 minutes that way. And it was awesome. So I'm gonna get started on the trek. They reckon it might rain today, but not until later. So I'm hoping that 8 hours I can get done in 6 and get back before 5 PM when it's meant to start raining. But here's the start of the trek, following these markers. So I'll take you along with me. Let's go. Track starts out very steep, up this kind of clay, gravelly type substance. So it's a good warm up. So far just very steep. I've already shed down from my beanie and my jumper because it's very, very steep, but it's beautiful. Mainly ferns. We've got our first little view through the trees. Very nice. You can see the Whanganui River down there. So I'm about 40 minutes outside of Whanganui, which is right on near the Taranaki Peninsula, right sort of as you come down on the way to Wellington. But I had a feeling this would be a really underrated part of the North Island, and so far so good. Keep plugging away. Shorts and shirt weather, which is awesome. Hopefully I haven't jinxed the rain, but let's go. Lots of steps up ahead. Look at this amazing fungus. It's like spiders built its web. Yeah, no, that's crazy. Pretty view of where we're at so far. It's obviously cloudy today, but looks very nice. This bit's pretty cool. Up on the ridge. You don't want to fall down there. Epic views. I'm sweaty. It's been up and up and up. I think we're heading up there as well. It's a bit sketchy. You don't want to fall over here. Hug the tree. And there we go. Woo. So we are walking on a knife's edge here, next to a big drop. Gotta watch your step. Look at this. Alright, put the camera away so I don't end up down there. Something about climbing hills. It's nice being up high. Check this out for landscape. That's awesome. I've been hiking for an hour. I reckon I've gone less than 2Ks, or about 2Ks, but like well over 400 meters up. It's just it's just unrelenting. All right, after just over an hour at the summit of Atene, which is a 491 meter mountain, or hill, I guess you could call it. Oh, this is nice. Hopefully there's some flat ground. Smells so good. I saw a couple cars parked. Oh, one car parked where I was, but it's quite a long loop, so I don't think I'll run into anyone. I'm gonna take a break in like 15 minutes, eat some food. I've been at it for about 90 minutes, hour and a half, and I've gone about 3 kilometers. Gone up about 500, 600 meters. And I'm probably about a quarter, just under the way through. Better get a move on. A bit of sun coming through, that is beautiful. Now this is really steep, but I think this takes me to the summit of Torpidi, which is the second mountain or hill that you get to the top of on this trail. This walk is epic. I see why they call it the skyline. So pretty, so quiet here. I haven't run into one other person yet. Probably just jinxed it, but so cool. I've been thinking why I like doing these hikes, and it's kind of hard to actually work it out, but I think it's just the simplicity of just putting, you know, food, water, clothes in a bag and just walking. This seems to be good for the mind. Like, you know, you don't realize, but a lot of the time you can sort of carry a lot of anxiety in your chest. You don't even know it's there until you go and do something like, you know, it doesn't have to be walking, but anything. And then just for that period of time, it's gone. And it's really nice. It's just quiet. Like, it's just, you know, it's just awesome. It's so cool. All right, so trail update. I'm 5.2 k's in, and I've been going for 2 hours. I think it's 12.5 k's all up, so 6.25 is the technically halfway. But then I just got a flat walk back to the car. I'm next to this massive tree. That is a huge tree. But so far so good. I'm upping the pace a little bit, just on the flat parts to make up for the sort of rests and steep parts. But I'm sweating buckets, gone through a litre of water so far, and a can of coconut water, which is squished in the side there. So we've reached another summit. Sun's shining up here, so I might sit down for a little while. Oh, there's not much better feeling than that. Coming out of the shade and then feeling the sun. Oh, that is so good. This part of the trail is getting gorgeous. It is just, the sun's come out and it's just made everything so much better. Wow, look pale. About 2.5 hours in, at about 6 kilometers. So nearing halfway, which I'm happy about. And in about half an hour, they reckon there's like a campsite on this track. Should be cool to see. We're descending a lot though, which only means one thing. We will be coming up again soon. Look at this. Reached the campsite. This is epic. There's no one here. Should have brought my tent. Look at this place. Well, this is the lunch stop for sure. Cool. How cool is this? Everyone writes where they're from and thing in this book. So I'm going to do the same. You can see 19th of March 2022 is the first one in here. And then I've already set this up. So the last one was 2 days ago. No one's written in it since. So this will be me. It is the 2nd of the 3rd, 24. Jack. Australia. And what else should I put? Keep walking. Don't stop. Cool. Time for lunch. Well, this isn't my lunch, but it's a little part of it. This is just soft drink. Plenty of sugar. So lunch, we've got 2 peanut butter pittas, some sugar, and I've got an apple that I might have as well. But I'm just hanging out in the sun, drying out my shirt a little bit, probably getting a bit sunburnt. But it's going to be a 10-15 minute break and I'll be back on the trail. So just over 3 hours in, like 3 hours 15, and I'm at 8.5 kilometers of walking. It's been just really undulating. I reckon it's a bit further than 12.5, which is what I read on the website. I reckon it's more like 16, 15, 16. So after nearly 4 hours on the trail, I bumped into the first person. Nice, seems everyone's German who I bumped into here, but he said he started from the other end of the loop and he's done 6 kilometers. So I'm 6 kilometers away, no doubt a lot of climbing and dipping to go, but that was good. I was feeling pretty tired. I just had about a 10-minute seated rest. So 6 kilometers is definitely doable, plus probably another kilometer for me to walk back to my car. Look at these ferns. This is amazing. Crazy landscape. I think I'm gonna have some climbing ahead, but for the last like 500 meters, it's just been this beautiful grass track. Legs just feel like, I honestly feel like I'm floating on this. I think I'm like 4 hours in, probably like 11.5 Ks. It's regular 4.5 to go, 5.5. Yeah, I'm definitely feeling it. This is not an easy walk. It's a long one, and I can't wait to see what the elevation is at the end. That'll really paint a picture. But yeah, awesome. Now, there were some goats just here. I don't know where they went, but they did not like the sight of me. Oh, I can just see him down there. There he goes. I'm happy if we keep our distances. Coming up to a good viewpoint now. Nice. Oh, I have sore calves. Beautiful. So green. Look at this stuff. This is like just teetering on an edge, and it's literally clay. Look at that. Oh, I don't know if you can see the clay. and ride a little Jack. I'll put JK, my initials there. That would kill you. I don't want to make too much noise. That is fucked. I'll record if anything changes, but basically for the last sort of 2Ks it's all been like this. Just like all recently cleared out by obviously an excavator. And it's just all been like slight downhill or slight uphill. So nothing gnarly, which has really been a godsend. So I'm nearly at 14Ks, so I think I've got 2Ks left of the actual track and then a kilometre back to the car. But yeah, if there's anything interesting, I'll show you. Otherwise, see you back at the car. Hopefully I make it there. Here's a good view. So started over there and we walked all the way along that ridge, all the way around until we get back to here. It's pretty cool to look at, and then there's that big dome in the middle, which is cool. This track is brutal. I'm almost at the road. It just doesn't stop. It just keeps going. I'm at about just shy of 16 kilometers and just hit 5 hours of walking. So I'm pretty happy with that time. And that's it. Made it out and back to the road. I've got to walk a kilometre to the car, but you don't need to see that. Final stats. Let's have a look. 16.1, it's back to front, but 16.12 kilometres, 5 hours, 6 minutes. Shattered. As you can probably see, I'm pretty tired. So the car wasn't actually that near. It ended up being another 2 kilometres down the road. You can probably see it just sticking out at the end here. So final stats now, 5.5 hours, 18 and some change kilometres. And I, as you can probably see from my face, am ready for a bed. I've been sleeping in my car, or in, not my car, the car that I have here for the last few days. And I'm ready for a tent sleep or a bed sleep. Alright, just a quick little video of my setup here at the river. It's going to rain tonight, so I'm just quickly airing out all my dirty clothes. Gave the car like a tidy up, a little bit of an organise. I haven't filmed much of this before, but just thought I'd get this for the memories. River, wetsuit.